I'm going to speak very. I'm going to speak concisely, I hope, and not say too much. So, for me, impact is lasting change, therefore very difficult to measure. However, I think if we are really good at collecting our wins along the way, then when we look back a year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, we can say what the trends have been, what the patterns look like. And I don't know that we do that enough, right? Because we're not encouraged to do it enough, or we just think, oh yeah, that happened, and we hold on to things that didn't go so well, rather than things that did go well. Now, impact can also be negative, but with my own learning, my own confidence, my own skills, and having been in this game for over 20 years, the things that I want to highlight, and I'll show them on the screen later, are two. One story is about some work I did with an amazing CEO/director of a charity called My Time Young Carers. They're based in Bournemouth, somewhere. If you want to go visit them anytime, do feel free. And the wonderful Krista, who you can find on LinkedIn, was kind enough to not only give me a LinkedIn recommendation, but also to provide feedback, which I love when people do all the things. And what she conveyed was the fact that as a result of our work together, they now have what's known as a theory of change. They know what journey they're trying to take their young carers on, and they co-designed that. So I held that space for them to sit together over, I think it was at least a year, to kind of develop this theory of change and then to set out a measurement framework. So I've helped them to do what they already know how to do and they already know in their gut, but I've helped them to articulate that in a way that means when funders come in, or they need to show the public what they've done, or they need to celebrate with young carers, they're absolutely able to do that. They've got the evidence and they've got the theory, as it were, to back it up. So that's Krista. And then the other thing I wanted to share is, with my toot hat on, is work that I've done to help people to understand what social proof is. What are testimonials? What is feedback? What is a recommendation? What is a review? And there I have, again, on LinkedIn, thankfully, recommendations about people actually understanding what social proof is, and that it's different to scientific proof. Social proof is human. It's got heart, it's got soul. We're not doing experiments in a lab and working out whether this would have happened if it's none of that. It's social proof. So social proof for me is what we get all the time. It's things people say to you in the corridors, right? It's the hug that you get that speaks 1,000 words. So for me, this piece of work, and you can look up this recommendation a bit later, but this work about getting people to understand what social proof is and to set out a system that allows that social proof to flow through their business on a regular basis is what, again, keeps those vibrations high. It allows people to go, do you know what? I get up in the morning to make a difference, and I am making a difference. And when I use the word I, it's not meant to be the big ego I. It's meant to be the calling of this being. I've come here to help people to show they make a difference. Hence the impact showcase. The end.